Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first simple page kit class. And that's a lot of words. But I'm going to do the kit 3. I will show you 1 and 2 that has already been out. And if you want to be a part of this, um, you'll just want to order the kits. If you just need to add it to one of my orders, if you're local, let me know. If you need to go online and do it, I will be recording this for my YouTube channel. And again, I am Connie Skaggs from Latson, South Carolina, and I'm an independent creative memory advisor. So I appreciate it. If you already have an advisor, please use them to get your products. I can't offer you free things unless you order from me. So I just kind of clear that up at the beginning. So I'm going to spotlight myself, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And I thank you for the ones that are joining me live tonight. So everybody just wave real quick. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and let me take a really quick video, or I mean a picture. So of this group, everybody smile. All right. All right, I'm going to change my video to the camera that's overhead, and we will go from there. Hopefully y'all can see my mats. And of course, I may have to invest in a new camera so I don't have this graduated scale look, so to speak. I have my 2 mats here because I have mine attached together. And since we're working on a 2-page spread, I like to do this. So I have 2 pages. I do have my silicone mat here, which is useful for using my repositional tape, which with these kits, you would want to use repositional tape. You have a lot of pieces and it's easy to correct something if you need to correct. Also, if you don't have a silicone mat that you can use, this is just a piece of cardboard covered with parchment paper, which works excellent. I just slip it in and out of my bag. I take it places. I just set it aside. It's great for this. And so just letting you know that I use this a lot because it's really handy to move around and use. But I do love my silicone mat that's here next to me, which is a part of the advisor join right now. They have some optional things there that they provide if you join as an advisor. Okay, I'm going to use our personal trimmer. I've got the one that it was a special one they put out in this color. I think they still have a few of these left. Anyway, if you're not familiar with our trimmer, this is the housing. This is where the blades go in here. I'm just going to be using the straight blade. This is the arm that comes up and down, and this is our mat. And I can already see I've used 1 and I've used 2. And so if I take this out and I turn it over, this number 3, as you see right here, that is the cutting line. And I want to put it here so I've got a fresh mat for cutting. The mat works for about 500 cuts per number per side. So that gives you about 2,000 cuts per mat. Just letting you know that. This also has site guidelines here, both top and bottom. And if I had something white that I could show you, that might be easier to see if I put it up here close. I wanted to show you this. There is a black sight line here, and this is very necessary when you're going to cut any of these page kits. And so we've got it at the top and the bottom, which is great to line up. See, there you can see that black line in the middle. And so that's exactly where your blade would be cutting. So that's the reason. And you'll see in a minute why I'm showing you that. We're going to be doing kit 3. And the first thing I do is let's just take out and show you the pieces that there are. So you have a supply list demo sheet that they show you. You will have 3 sheets of paper and a strip of stickers, all with sayings and different options. You'll have 2 pieces that are like a base page, and this is already kind of decorated. If you wanted to use the back, you could just do it on the green. And so each month they'll have a different kit. Sometimes they will hit a holiday, sometimes they'll be general. And so, but we're going to use this side and do exactly kind of like what they have on the design. Now this is our extra piece. And this is the piece that we'll be cutting aside. But if you'll notice on the back, they have these perfect lines where you're going to cut these. This is piece 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they have these little snippets that you have, and they're all numbered also. They will coordinate with the numbers that they have on the design. And so that's the way each of these page kits work. They will be different. Now, the one thing that I do immediately is that I take these pieces, the pieces that are on the back, and I measure them. And so this number 1 and number 2 is a 3-inch by 12-inch. And then these 3, 4, and 5 is a 4 by 6. And so those are the way. And if you want to snip these now on the second page I'm going to do it in a different page collection. I'm going to use the new Birds and Blossom. And we will end up cutting a piece of paper that's like this. And whenever I marked here on the first 2 to reverse them, because our page, our designer papers, all of our papers are double-sided. So therefore, then I can get a different look. And yeah, I may not have all this, like they've got on here because they've pre-done this page. Ours will be, one side will be one way and the other pieces will be another. And so, but because of the 2-sided paper, you will see how well that will work by using any paper. Now, the one thing I'll do though is I'm not going to do this center around here just for lack of time. I'm going to use something, and it's going to be more of a solid tonal paper as my base on the second time. So let's go ahead and of course, then they have the instructions here, exactly what you need. They tell you what sizes your photos need to be, and they also tell you separately what coordinated cardstock would go with this layout. And so that is very important information. Now, if you put these measurements out and you keep this sketch, so to speak, because this is a sketch, it can be used over and over by different things. And of course, by orientation, if your photos say are horizontal instead of vertical, then you just turn your page and it makes a whole new, design. So, and then I will, so let's get to cutting. So the first one I'm going to do is this number 1. And of course, I want to line it up as close as I can on this first cutting line. And it says, and so we see that it's going to be 3 inches, so you can measure it by the 3 inches also. But sometimes you want to be sure your top and bottom is exactly where you want to be. So I want, and my sight line just a little off down here at the bottom. So I want to be sure that I cut exactly like I need to. So there's strip 1. Now we're going to do this one for the second one also. And because these have the lines on it, and sometimes they are close to another color, it's very important to go ahead and do those. And so that's number 2. Now, I'm going to turn this over because I thought we might have just a little bit of yellow right there. And we do. So I'm just going to lay it down like so and just trim very slightly so that we try to get that little bit of piece off. Okay. It's just because I could tell that it was just a little bit off. Okay, let's turn it back over. And now we're going to line up and cut these. That would be 4 inches. I want to be sure those line up. And another one at 4 inches. And so there's those. Now, the one thing is you can turn these and do them here. I find that these little corners are easier to cut with our scissors. So at this time, I don't need this trimmer now. So that can go away. And because all these corners are the same, you know, I'm not worried as much about the number on the back, other than when I go to lay them out. And for the first time that you do these, you would want to keep the numbers so that you can just follow the sketch and you'll know where everything goes. So that is very important. So I'm just going to lay here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I've got them all laid up here and right at the top. Now, all right, let me lay our pages out. Okay, back to our sketch, and it shows that you lay 1 across the center and 2 across the center. So since these are 3-inch pieces, and we know that the 6-inch is our center, so these will go from 4.5 up to 7.5, and that will make them in the center of that page. Same thing on this side. All right, so repositional tape is great, and so I just to add a little bit across through there. I do want a little bit on the edge a little bit. I just about got that one off center. So y'all didn't tell me that. But it's 4.5 up to 7.5. And see, and that way I can match it on this other side too. Okay. All right. Now they have also on the decorative side, they've put the shamrocks across through there as a center. Now I'm going to do the Hello Spring, and I'm going to use the tulips on mine instead of the ones that are more for St. Patrick's Day. So, but I think it'll be fine. And I've got a lot of spring pictures. I'm getting ready to do my planting, and really the shamrocks will go fine even for spring, because that's, you know, but so give me a vote. Do you want me to put the shamrocks even though I'm going to do the Hello Spring? Somebody else unmute and let me know.
I would do it exactly as shown, but that's just because I'm a rules girl.
A rules girl. So, well, because we have options on our stickers, I'm going to do it like the thing, but instead of saying lucky in the pot up there, I am going to do the Hello Spring where that's at. So
Yeah.
I will put the stickers on, and being that the stickers have to go on underneath the photo mats, I would want to do them. So I'm going to line this up at the number 6. So, right in the center. This is why our mats are so important. So you just kind of start on one side. You see over here where the 6 is, done deal. All right. So now our next would be to put our mats on. And they're just showing, like one is about here. One is kind of down here. More like that. And this one is over here because this has got spaces for 2 4x4 photos that you would put down. And so I've just got some place cards here that will show you where these go. This will be important in a minute. So you just kind of line it up there like so. And so let's go ahead and just attach these down. Can you see how that you would be able to use these possibly for a yearly album? And it's like almost not thinking, but you've got these done. You have some pictures here. You put 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And that's pretty perfect there. Okay, let's see about these. So now I'm just going to barely put a little bit of repositional tape because I would want to move these when I get ready to put my pictures on. So number 11 is right here. Number 10 is in this corner. So I've got just a little bit because when we put our photo in there, we'd want to have this be able to lift up enough to do that. Number 9, and being that I'm going to watch here, I want to see where this would kind of be. Number 8. Being that I don't have my photos, so a little bit, I think that's, I don't know whether the photo would go down underneath or on top. I might just do them on top. Just a thought. Seven up here in the corner. 6. Guessing on that, and that's pretty close. So I think you can see that that's all right. So what you think? Some feedback.
Super easy.
Pretty easy. Now these are little stickers that they have for you to do like so. All right. Make it look like a banner ribbon. Supposed to went up higher, I think. Oh well, it's a done deal now. gives that illusion of a ribbon that's tied. It's kind of over at those. I want to use the Hello Spring here. And we've got 3 look like little tulips. Down over there. So, what you think? Kind of like that. Really kind of, it's like say, easy peasy, really fast, fun. Sorry. All right. So now let's see what we make with another piece of paper. And I didn't get all the decorations that I need for this one, but this is part of the tonal paper. This has got like little bird houses all over it. It's this uh, little neutral on the back, but this is a light blue. I'm going to cut, this one's got birds, bird nests. And the back is kind of a tonal brown. Looks like a spotted egg. Reminds me of that. But I want to be sure I have my cut lines here. And because I'm going to put this across, and this has got a pattern, even though it's very muted, it's little bird houses and things and birds all the way across. And so I want my birds to go this way. So, so I would be turning the paper in order to cut it. So I need 2 strips at 3 inches. And this one I'm not having to line up necessarily. I just need to cut it. Okay. 3 inches. And this I'm going to turn. And we're going to cut 4 by 6. 4 by 6. Again, I'm going to do this across here. So if you're going to use your mat, be sure you have it where you need it. And because I'm not doing the snip off, you can. And I'm leaving these a full 4 by 6. The other ones they mentioned about you only doing the photos at 3.5 by 4.5. because of where they snipped it off at the top to make it look different. But let's go ahead with these like this, and like that, and on over here. And you would still be working a couple at 4 inches by 4 inches. I think they had these come pretty close together because remember they had a border all the way around and we don't have it here. We could, because we could have cut a 1-inch strip, turned them upside down and done that. And so these would be ready for a 3.5 by 5-inch photo. So without some other decorations, because this pack does have laser borders, it also has some sticker borders. And it's just, let's see it back. See here. We done something like that. And of course, I have 2 sets of those, but let's say we've done something like this. You know, and I just didn't pull out my 2 different ones, you know. I don't like that necessarily. I don't like them mixed. So, but you can always cut 2 in 2 and do like a 6. You could do a 4-inch and a, you know, an 8-inch or whatever on another side. So that's an option. But I just got my new borders in, so let's go ahead and put a second one of this other one here. I like that. And that could move down a little bit. What you think? Some feedback.
I like it.
Rachel, do you like this one?
Something's up with her volume.
Okay. All right. So another thing too is because that I've done these both all vertical, and this is definitely horizontal, so you can't rotate the page. However, you could do these this way. You could two and still do a third one there. It just, you wouldn't have a mat. You could just do that if you want to do it with just the amount of paper I did. Like I said, you've always got a coordinated cardstock, and so that would be fairly easy to do. So no matter which ones that you chose, one like that. I just remember I had these cut, so it would be easy. And this one could be actually double matted, which kind of blends that in. So another option. And anyway, all right. So that's the kit number 3. And so now I just at least want to show you some of the other ones that I've already done. I've kind of talked about them before, but I hadn't really showed them. So move this one over out of the way. And this was our kit 1. And so I made this one as it was. No pictures are on it because I knew I would probably use this at a later time for a birthday some sort. So I didn't use much of the stickers or anything. And so, but I love these colors. And this is made to do, do 3.5 by 3 inch, I think it is, photos. You can do a 3.5 by 5.5 here, and same thing over here. You can put 2 there. And so you can still alternate them around and things. Now, because I've already got my wording here, I can't turn it. But you got to remember, no matter which way you go, if you wanted, other than this word, if you wanted to make things, because you needed horizontal, and say instead of the 3.5, you had 2 that you could do a 4 by 5 on and do them there. So this is kit 1. Kit 2 was more of a love one, and I did it, but I also changed up just a few things, but not a lot. But this became our Valentine page and things. So I still done the things across, the little hearts down, the 2 bigger pictures. This one I ended up doing 2 small pictures, but I still done it on the one mat that they called for. These were 2, and I ended up, instead of just doing the flag here, I done another little photo, and I changed this up here to a full journal box. So this was our Valentine dinner. However, I want to show you, this is one that I also did in different paper, and I actually turned it. Because this one I used the a slate and Bolden, what was it called?
Bolden slate.
Bolden slate. And so from the pack, actually it goes this way. From the pack, it would have been, this would have been the design. These strips was all the way across, this one here, this one across the middle. However, I had vertical pages, so all I done was turn it. And then this fell in line with what I needed. And so this is how you can use that same sketch in different paper. So I thought I'd show you that. So that is kits 1 and 2 and an alternative for 2. Next month, I will be working on Simple Kit 4, which I talked about the other day. And it has the little Easter things. And so hopefully I'll have my pages then. And like I said, if you get these kits from me, they usually have a little embellishment that I can get. It's exclusive, that goes with the month kit. These are easy for me. Even if you order online and you're out of state or something, I can slip this in the mail to you very easily. So just letting you know that, and if you're interested. But one of the things I wanted to be sure you knew is that if they are planning to do these for every month of this year. If you do them, you've got 2 pages every month, and then that would end up being 24 pages, and a great way to do your 2024 album or get started on it or whatever you want to say, but pretty easy. And you don't always have to use it for the month that it's set for. I just made that other one for spring, and then I done another one that had to, and then like the Valentine, I done that one as Valentine, but it could have been done for a baby, a birthday, an anniversary, anything that you love. And as Rebecca mentioned one other time, she said she loves her golden, so therefore she could do them with her goldens. So very, very fun and versatile are these kits. And so you can't beat the price point at $5.50 to have everything you need inside. And there's always these alternative ways to use them. So I'm going to slip my camera back, stop my spotlight. And I'm glad that Holly ended up joining on. So let me know, thumbs up. Did you enjoy it? Did you like the ideas? All right, good. Got some thumbs up. I love it. So, and I appreciate it so very much. I just wanted to remind everybody and be sure as I put this on my YouTube channel, I will have my links in there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then that way, then we will, you know, do this on a monthly basis. I've got it set for the third Tuesday of every month, unless you hear from me that it would be something different. So I'm going to stop the recording now, but the ones that are online, please stay on. I really appreciate it. Again, this is Connie Skaggs from Latson, South Carolina, as an independent creative memory advisor.